Franciscan Hospice House, a place your feet may leave, but your heart will always be. Yep, I live in the Indianapolis area. I've been a South Sider my whole life, so grew up in this area. Familiar with the South Side, have a family, and just, full-time working mom and wife. So my grandmother, she was battling bone cancer for about 10 years. There in the end of 2015, she started getting more sick. In January of 2016, we decided that, with the care and the medicine that she had been trying, it just wasn't working. So she went on home hospice. We provided 24/7 care for her at her home. We rotated shifts. Everyone did meal plans and, stuff like that. And we were with her all the time. Around June of 2016, she started getting a lot worse, and where she wasn't as mobile anymore, and we had to, physically try to get her to the bathroom and stuff like that. And it was getting harder for the caregivers. And so my father, which was over everything for her, kind of talked with the family about maybe we need to look into another option for her. So he heard about the hospice house. It was fairly new at that time. He came over here with some family members and kind of checked out the place. We didn't want to necessarily put her in a place where we thought she was going to be just left. We walked in the hospice house, and from the moment you walked in, you knew that this was going to be a fabulous place. It was just so homely when you walked in. The people that we interacted with were amazing. Within, that day, we made the decision to go ahead and move her over to the hospice house. She was pretty upset about it, because granted, she had been at her home for so long. So when we brought her over to the hospice house, it was definitely, it was a little heartbreaking to see, but, we just reassured her, she had the patio out back, and, and they had the family kitchen here, and it was just so homely that it didn't feel like a hospice house. The night that my father was here, he stayed with her. And you could tell that, she was getting a little bit worse. I know in the middle of the night when the staff came in to try to give her her meds, she couldn't swallow. And the nurse didn't really alarm him at that time, just kind of said, she's just not doing as well as she had been previous weeks. When they came in to check on her, at their next checking, they had told my father that, based on, what they were seeing, it was that she was going to go soon. He did then call me, and I came up here to the hospital. When I got up here, she had already passed away. It was a very fast process, but that's what my grandma would have wanted. The nurse that was on staff was very caring, very passionate. She said, take your time, just, you have as much time as you want. When you're ready, let me know. And that meant a lot. My father was, he was pretty devastated, but kind of just, took the place of it and, worked with the nurse. And like I said, they were very caring. They didn't rush. They knew that they wanted you to have time and when you were ready. I think people should donate to the hospice house because it is going to maintain this place. And if you have a loved one that you want to put somewhere, this would be the place to be. And donating on that donor wall was something that has, we can come back and look at that. So it's a piece of us and our family and my grandmother that is here at the hospice house. I'm Lacey, and I love Franciscan.